Alright, hey everyone. Welcome to Drawing with Steven. Or Drawing with Steven, I guess. Yeah, just one sec. I got a little bit of a glitchy poo there. Maybe it stopped. Hang on one second, folks. Yeah, it stopped mirroring. Great way to start. There we go. Alright. How's everyone doing? We've got Firepith and Cosmic in the chat. Hello to you both. Welcome. This is I'm trying a new thing here with a little webcam in the middle. I know this on the side. This wire is going to be annoying, but it'll just be there until I'm trying to get a chance to order my wireless headset. So basically it's because there have been times when I've been drawing and saying, you know, I'm working on this part here, but you can't see what I'm doing, and then I can always sort of pick up and tilt and do stuff like that. So it's actually pretty neat. It's yeah, just using my iPhone with a free app called, well, it's one you can pay for to get the watermark removed, but it's called Camo. I forget, Camo something. Either way. So I was going to start in not Facebook, Photoshop originally, but sort of realized that down in this area of Gillis here, there's actually no color. So I want to put a circle at the bottom here, the same way I've got it going over here. But in order to do that, I need to excuse me, add some more color below. I'm glad you like my fancy setup. Where are we going? That one. Yes, that's a clean lines layer. All right. Let's that's too thick. Bring that down. Yeah, I just thought the camera might be a nice thing because if I'm saying I need to change this or that, you can see it may be annoying, but for now, I want to give it a go. I've got a bit of a headache today, so it's probably going to be a pretty quiet stream. Actually, I might turn the music up then. There we go. Okay, if I turn the music up, the music's too loud, let me know. Or it's not loud enough, let me know. Both are good. Hope everyone's had a very nice and very relaxing weekend as we head into the final stretch for Christmas, at least anyway. I know there are other holidays on the go right now. I'm sorry I do not know them all. Oh, what's going on? I am on the wrong layer. All right, let's back out of this. Undo. I turned the right layer on and off, but they didn't actually select that layer. Brilliant, Stephen. Brilliant. Actually, I'm forgetting I was using the technical pen at the end here, wasn't I? I had to do some fill-in work. All right, we'll be bouncing back and forth between the BB outline. The two cameras aren't in sync? No, they're slightly out of sync. Oh, interesting. The camo one's behind. It was ahead of the other one before. Just 1 second. Let me turn camo off and back on again. Hang tight. Okay, now the one in the bottom is actually just a little bit off. Well, I guess the camera one's gonna be slightly behind anyway. I guess there's no way around it. Just gonna have to deal. Thanks for letting me know, though. It was better. Well, not so much. Oops. And once I get this bottom part filled, I'm going to flip over to, oops, Facebook pretty quickly. Maybe I'll just go to the technical pen right away because I don't like that weirdness it's got going. The texture. I like the texture normally, but right now for what I'm doing, it's in the way. Eventually I'm going to make stickers of all of these. I'm going to have to up the resolution on them, but I've decided that they're going to make very cute stickers. Or that they would make very few cute stickers. So I'm actually going to go ahead and do that. It's out of sync still, but I don't seem to have any other way around that. I should just have to make do. I'm just doing this so I know how much I need to color in. This part down here doesn't really make any difference because it's going to be cropped in the circle. I just need to make sure I've got enough of that going down. To make this quicker on myself. I don't feel like being careful on the gray, so I'm just going to go quickly. Yeah, that should be more than enough. Coolio, coolio. All right. I do want to keep that name though. When I squish them together, I think it's actually going to take the bottom layer name. Yeah. It's been a while since I've done it that way before, where I've merged it. All right, so background color, background layer color back on. And there we go. All right, that's cool. All right, so now we're going to do a bit of a switcheroo. Now that I've got this exactly where I want those to be, we're going to share it. Oh, Cam Studio quit. Come on. I'm glad I didn't pay for it because this is it's like $30, $30 a month, or no, a year. And if it kept quitting on me like that, it'd be super frustrating. Photoshop. Airdrop that to the computer. Right on, right on. Cool. Alright, so bear with me for 1 second because we are going to switch over to Photoshop now, which has a different layout. So just 1 sec. Hey CJ, welcome to the chat. Good to have you here. Just about to switch from Procreate over to Photoshop, so just bear with me here. Hopefully you can still hear me. Probably spend a good chunk of our time in Photoshop after this, so it's gonna be a little bit noisy here. I apologize if I bang the microphone. It is not my intent. That wasn't too bad, actually. Slightly on the smooth side. Transition almost complete. Minimize. There we go. I've had this set up. I had Photoshop open earlier, but I did not actually want to have it slow down Streamlabs unnecessarily. Alright, there we go. So live screen full bottom. How does that look? Can you see it? Nice, actually. You're composing music and I'll compose an emote. Yours seems a little bit more complicated than mine. Alright, cool. Actually, I wish I could draw in Photoshop better with the what am I trying to say? With the Wacom tablet, but I always find it weird to draw a circle on a screen while my tablet's down on the right hand side. It always ends up looking like a weird oval of sorts. Alright, so let's get, I want to try to give Boris there a better circle. So we're going to actually make this a vector based circle so that it's I do like location. Is that the right circle? It is. Why are you not snapping to that circle? Just to be a pain, I suppose. Just to be a pain, alright? So we're going to turn these off for now. Oops. Pretty good. Part of me was thinking of actually keeping the circle exactly the way I had it, but then I thought it might be nice if both hands stuck out a little bit. So at any point, I mean, I know this is just sort of a me doing my thing kind of drawing, but if anybody has any questions about what I'm actually doing, feel free to ask away, because I'm more than happy to talk about kind of tips and trickses. Tipses and trickses. Alright, actually let's get rid of you. Nope, not that much. The other way. And if we select that, and then inverse. That's not the brush I wanted. We do not want the pencil, we want the brush. And we want a brush that is black. Come on. I'm a huge fan of key commands, but of course I'm not hitting all the right ones while I'm doing this live, and that's super frustrating. For the longest time, the transparency didn't work on this Wacom tablet with the operating system, so I was convinced I wasn't going to have any issues, but of course now that I'm trying to do it live, and yeah, I think that's better. So, oh, I didn't fill in the hoof all the way. That's not good. Color. Alright. Thanks, Freckles. Much appreciated. I'm very happy with the way it's turning out. Oh, wait a second. It was colored in properly. I just did that part of it wrong. I accidentally masked it out. That was not my intent. That means I did that. Does that mean I did that to the other side? Oh, that looks pretty good. All right, so I think I like that circle better than this one. Because while this one was great, it didn't stick out much there. Oops, wrong layer. I think that's better. So since we have that ellipse there, why don't we take that up to friend Gillis over here? I don't know if that circle is going to be big enough for Gillis, though. Let's find out. Is the music too low, or is that okay? Feels like it's... That's probably too loud, isn't it? Can you let me know? Let me know if you find this music too loud. Otherwise, I'm just gonna keep on keeping on. Oops. There we go. So this is one of the reasons why I wanted to do this in Photoshop. See how much crisper the outer edge of that circle is compared to the fuzzy edge we had in Procreate. Yeah, I think that circle is going to need to be a bit bigger for Gillis, though. I was hoping to keep the circles the same size, but I just don't think it's going to... You don't hear any music right now. Ah. That's weird. I do have Pretzel playing in the background. Here, just 1 second. I'm going to switch over to tinkering mode. Do you hear music in tinkering mode there? Microphone's working. Oh, desktop audio is... Oh, shoot. Right. How's that? I forgot to switch over to... I'm actually surprised you could hear the microphone because I forgot to switch over to streaming mode there. I think that should take care of it. There we go, yeah. Well, I'm glad you could hear me at least. Good to know. We are doing Photoshop, so that one. That's a little loud? Okay. This is what I usually have it at for Minecraft, but for some reason it feels very low today in my ear, which is okay. It just means that it's louder than... This is what you usually hear in Minecraft. It just feels quieter in my ear, which is unusual because it usually feels quite loud in my ear. 200. Doesn't have to be 200 pixels. I just like round numbers. I'm just doing this in front so I can get a sense of where it is compared. That's actually pretty good. Cool. Alright. Now that we've got that, let's oops. No. Can you and me ask? If you and me ask? I think those are the right layers. They are the right layers. Cool. I'm just going to use the dear old brush here again. And I don't know if the smoothing is causing the transparency issue, but we're going to try to put that to a 100 as well. Oh, it just wants to be transparent for some reason. All right. I just want to make sure we get rid of the background entirely, so I'm just going to do this a couple times. Actually, let's just do this, see if that'll work. Yeah. These settings up here I find are inconsistent. So this opacity thing, pushing this is supposed to have the brush, or the Wacom tablet control the transparency, and over here, this would control the flow. That's like the, as though you were using an airbrush, but I find it's not as consistent as I would like it to be. And that white background is not helping me out with the white color. We are going to temporarily flood it with that color. There we go. Okay. Thought it was all gone, but it ain't. And just in case I can't see anything, I'm just going over it a couple more times. Right now, into the clean lines. There we go. Sorry, I missed that. Personally. Also watching on my phone, so ignore my comments for me if you want to time the response. Left from 300 years ago. Nice. I appreciate all the comments. Oh, this is where it's going to be. This is where I wish I hadn't have. Oh no, I might be able to actually. Okay, let's try this. Oh, you're kidding me. That's... Oops. I thought that might happen. Alright, let's nudge this ellipse up 1 pixel, see if that sort of fixes our problem. It does, magically. This is sort of going to have to trim up into that. It isn't too bad, but we don't want to dip into the circle there, so we'll have to make that selection a wee bit bigger. Then we're going to minus on the ellipse layer, which will then take away from that selection, meaning I had selected into the white a little bit, but it minused that out of there now. So we don't have to worry about it. We can go to clean lines and hit delete. Fantastic. And then we can go on to coloring and hit delete. Oh, no, we didn't want to do that. We got rid of the coloring already. Cool. And I think we already took care of the other part. That's a little bit weird. It's just like dips down a little bit and then goes back up. So as I mentioned in the not sure if anyone caught the tweets or the description in Discord, but we're going to be a little bit pixel picky in this one. Why are you not doing that? Oh, because it's so small, that's why. Let's try switching over to the pencil. At least the pencil you can... essentially the part that you can see is what's going to be doing the erasing. That was a little bit too aggressive. That's better. They're looking pretty good. And the downside is I now have to actually now I'm wondering if this is the right Photoshop file for that one. Alright, I forgot that once I was done with this, with Gillis, I brought him into Photoshop already to finish him off. So I may actually have to go to that other Photoshop file another time and finish them off. So let's ignore Gillis for now. Nothing personal, my friend, but we are going to focus on this dude. I don't remember where the sketching is. There it is. Sketching. Okay, so these are the actual sizes down here. So I need to make. Oh my goodness, I can't even think of his name. Boris here, smaller. Hey, you redeemed. Perfect spot. All right, this does look like the perfect. This does look like the perfect spot. Oh, did the perfect spot graphic work? No, I didn't have one done for perfect spot. Okay. Right, thank you. Alright, I meant to turn those off, but let's just do this. We said this is the perfect spot. You've redeemed your points. We're gonna sketch some super quickly. Wow, Photoshop is being all kinds of super laggy right now. Wait, is this like some draw assist thing? That's new. I'm using a newer version of Photoshop than I usually do. That's very strange. All right. Just taking a slight programming break from Boris. Oops. Oh, we draw a quick set of stairs here. Yeah, I don't know why that slows anything though. No, these stairs are not proportional. That's unacceptable. Oh well. Sorry, Firepith, these stairs are not getting redone. This is a perfect spot. Thank you, Firepith, for redeeming 1,234 key points for the perfect spot. Not the perfect stairs, but it's the perfect spot. Well, there could be a stair emoji. Maybe we need to work on that. It's funny because I mean it would make sense in my stream, but no one else. So that's not true. It would be it would make sense in other people's Minecraft streams. All right, we'll do that. We'll do that. One of these will be perfect spot stair. Okay. So we now have Gillis ready to go. Hang tight there. I'm going to. Oops. I'm gonna see if I can find the old one that I worked on. Stream on Steven, working images. No, I don't know where I put that. Alright. Hopefully I didn't delete it, but. Alright, so let's get some. Now we know we need to have. It's 18, 32, no, 18, 36, and 72 for the icons, which is painfully small, but there you have it. Let's do this. Let's fixed size. We'll do 2 by 72. Wait, I think that's. Oh, maybe no. This must be 112. I think I made this mistake last time. So then it's 112. Right. Sorry, hang on for 1 second. I gotta go and find the numbers. I apologize for this. Hang on right there, and I'm gonna open up. It's been a while since I've done these, and now that I think of it, I do believe I've switch emote dimensions. There we go. I was just doing the bit icons, and they are a different size altogether. So 28, 56, and 112. Gotcha. All right. 28, 56, and 112. Let's go to 112, shall we? Oops. And that would be the size. So we basically do this do twice as big as we need, which would be 224. Oh no, the hair's too tall. Why didn't we not plan that better? It's okay. I think we can fix that probably just by moving the circle up. Snap to. It's supposed to be snapping to guides. I'm not sure why it's not doing that. There we go. All right. I'm just putting some guides in. That's weird that that doesn't actually want to. There we go. Dude, alright, so I got those guides set there, and then we're going to now create. If anybody ever thinks about getting a Wacom tablet, one of the things I've been noticing a lot lately is when I lift it, I love them, but every time I let go of them, it's like if I let go right here and lift my pen off the tablet, it usually jumps over by a number of pixels afterwards, which is super frustrating. So 1, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll change this down to 56. Oops, all right. TJ's lurking like a lurker. So where did we say? The perfect spot for some imperfect stairs. Sorry, I've been missing that. It's weird not having the chat up on the screen the same way I've got it in Minecraft, so I'm missing a few things. So that little drawing above Firepith's perfect spot was from the last one. The last time somebody used the perfect spot in a drawing stream. No, 2. I'd forgotten to turn it off again at that point, so I figured, oh, I'll just do one. And then we'll go to 28 by 28. One, two, three, 4. And I'm only counting 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 because every time you hold Shift and nudge, it'll move it over 10 pixels. So I've been moving it over basically in two 10 pixel increments, and then from there it's been just 4 single increments. Okay, so now we needed to change change this happy little guy a little bit so that of his hair. Oops. Many. So come on. Why rasterize the layer? I just want to nudge it. That's weird. Oh, because I've got a selection. That's why. One of my biggest frustrations with myself in Photoshop is every time I try to move something and it keeps giving me those warnings. Can't move it. Can't move it. You not move it. Well, that's because you've got. Oh, so I do have one more pixel to nudge down. There we go. Because I've got a different area of the canvas selected, so that's not going to make any difference. Why waste a pixel on just that one pixel you can barely see? On here, that's pretty good. We've got some slightly gray pixels that I don't know. I can't see them anyway, so we're going to ignore those. And now we've got dude tucked in there. Oh, right. So that actually worked in terms of these circles because I didn't have them locked to the layer. So the image in this case is moving separate from the mask. Because I didn't do that properly. Or because I didn't lock them together. But it actually works out in my favor this time because now I can lock them into place. And that mask. So they're good actually. I just need to move the circle up now. That actually was pretty great. Happy accident. Bob Ross style. Put the edge of the hoof back in. Alright. Oh, that's not. Is that right? Awfully thick in there. Sorry folks, I'm just looking right there. That line suddenly looks thicker than I meant it to be. Maybe that was right. TJ has unlearned. Hooray! Alright. Enough, I guess. Let's sing about that detail. I guess that's that. We've now contained the Boris within 112 by 112 pixels, which is great. So now we'll just center him. Visually center him anyway. He's actually, because he's on the right side of this square, leaning to the left, we'll have him be a little bit right heavy. Cool. Alright, done. So now we need to take this dude, this cool dude here. So what I should start doing is using artboards instead. Do a 112 artboard and then scale it down. Alright. I don't know if I have in music that I've seen before, but there's a guy I used to work with. He does called math rock or math something. He likes to do, I'm not sure. If Alistair were here, he might know. like 7/7 or 7/8 kind of thing. It's very interesting. It almost sounds like it should be, you know, your standard 8/8 music, but it doesn't. It's like 7/7, and it's intentionally that way just to kind of play with the numbers. Is that what you're working on right now? Is a piece that's 4/5? Oops. Why is that so... What is there so large in there that needs to be shrunken down? Seems we want to take an entire layer with it. Maybe if I just take what's in there. No, see, I don't know what's taking that entire thing. Super annoying. Oh well. I don't want to worry about it too much. We're just going to do it. And the 50%, folks. Photoshop. Scaling engine in this is far superior to that of Procreate. I shall try to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've gone 4 over from the edge. The next one will go over 2 from the edge and then 1. Move you to there. Anyone underneath? 56? We can do that. Actually, no, I think I want to... That's what I would think the mistake I made last time. I want to shrink from the largest one down every time so that I'm going from the most detail down every single time. Incoming! Incoming? Well, incoming sounds interesting. Oh, Alistair is... Hey, Alistair! Raiding with a party of 11. Thank you very much. That's awesome. Well, I'm not sure who is all here, but thank you very much for everyone who came along. Alistair Raid! Yes, welcome Raiders indeed. So you've come to a stream that is a little bit different from Alistair's in the sense that it is not Minecraft at all. So a lot different from Alistair's? So right now I'm actually working on the emotes for my channel. Thank you, Cosmic. Yes, Alistair, he is one and only who helped me get this my stream channel set up on my first time up. He sort of noticed me pop on and on struggling, and then came to my rescue and helped me figure out the last little bits. Well, welcome everyone. Hey Alistair, thank you for dropping in. Hope you had an awesome stream. Sorry I had to leave early. I didn't even get to go for my nap. I ended up, we went down and had to get supper started. I lost track of time, so when thinking of going for a nap, and then, nope, not possible. 1, 2. So right now we are working on the second emoji. Oops, finalizing the second emoji, which is of Boris. And Boris has got some heart eyes. So this is Boris love. And so the smaller ones, I may have to beef up the lines a little bit, the smaller one. But that's okay. Actually shrink it down quite a bit more. So we're going to drag one last time. And then scale it down to, wait, 50, 25, I guess 12.5%. Dang, that's small. Not feeling super great, still have my headache, but I really wanted to do the stream tonight. And sometimes when I've got something like this to focus on, I feel better for it, but we shall see how it goes. Thank you for asking, though. 12.5. Where did it go? Holy shoot, that's a tiny pig. Yeah, this is where we're gonna get nitpicky with the pixels for sure. Alright, so we need to create another view here. Window. How do I do this again? I rarely do this when I'm for actual work. Create a new view. Oh, there's new window. And then we shall arrange and tile all vertically. I do want to keep a track on what this is looking like at 1:1 pixel over here. And then we can zoom in extra large on this side so we can get pixel specific over here and not have to worry about it on the left hand side. Alright, so we are unfortunately definitely going to lose some detail. I don't know that there's any way around that. 28, go to clean lines. Yep, that's you, right there. Brush, we want the other brush. Small as we can get. Oh, I missed some of the chat there, I'm sorry. Joel rated me and now I've rated you. A bit of a citadel train. That's true. A little bit of citadel chain reaction here. Alright, and for those of you who are new to my stream, when I get to the point where I'm focusing on something, then I tend to go quiet a little bit, so I am headachy and drawing, so I'm going to be a little bit quieter than usual. Most of my streams are, well, 2/3 of my streams are Minecraft related. I stream Tuesdays and Fridays, Minecraft content, and then Sundays is now officially my drawing stream evening. Evening. I want to zoom into that to see what it looks like larger, but the reality, oh my goodness, that's a really, really loud notification. Your iPad, not right now. Actually, yeah. Alright, so we need to define these hearts a little bit more. So these hearts are definitely going to be more... Sometimes it bugs me going to the smaller size like this because you can't help but have more geometric shapes. In order to emphasize it, you've got no choice but to get really pixelated in there. Not too bad. As much detail as I would like to put into the arms and hooves, it just not practical. It's very much just like pixel art. And if any of you have been watching Joel's stream lately, he talks about his topography that he's doing for the maps. It's very much like pixel art, but this is, I guess this is not, excuse me, this is not like pixel art. This is literally, literally pixel art. We're gonna have to get in there and make that tusk happen. And the clean lines, in a case like this, I've got a clean lines layer over here on the right hand side and also have a color layer. But because this is so just almost paint by number here, it's going to have to be a combination of both, I think. I need to get these tusks visible. Can't have a boar without a tusk. Well, you could, but I don't want a boar without a tusk, I guess is what it comes down to. Make these ones the tusks on this side. And then we'll go like this. Around the edge. I'm going to trim that tusk in a little bit. Alright, let's oops. Would explain why I've got the opacity down to 50. Why is it taking so long to do all this? Sorry, Cosmic, I did see your comment earlier. I forgot to mention, though, about the eye roll. We have an eye roll one coming. Don't you, Vody? Oh, and sorry, Alistair, no, not something you said at all. Not at all, not at all. Too much. I have to lighten up the inside of the mouth. Used to be darker than that. Go for you on top. Yeah, it's so hard to figure out the exact colors to use. I'm a dummy. I'm not even zooming at the right percentage. Yay, Steven. Okay, that's better. At least now I can see what I'm working with. I'm wondering why it's so hard to see what's happening here. Let's go in a little bit later on this side. Emphasize the mouth. Okay, I'm going to leave these up here because they're supposed to be freckles. I like those to stand out a bit more. Yeah, I just think I need to go in and get rid of the shading nuances just so that things are a lot like the shapes are a lot easier to read this way. I feel like I should know what I feel like I should know what I'm doing more, but this is only my second emote, so. A lot of fun, but still a lot of figuring out to do. Oh yeah, so my family and I we watched a show on Apple TV Plus called a movie called Wolf Walkers, or Wolf Walker, or Wolf Walkers. I can't remember, but it is quite good. It's if you've ever seen Song of the Sea or The Secret of Kells, produced by G Kids, they're very good. if you haven't seen them, I highly recommend them. You should go see them. But this was made by the same people, and it was super good. Very much enjoyed it. And then today we watched a little bit more of Hilda on Netflix, which is also very good. All right. Oops. Art stream. Hey Anna, welcome. Anna Marie, I'm sorry. Anna the Dev, welcome. Pleasure to have you on. Yeah, we're doing an emote stream. Eventually, oops, no, I want the freckles to stay there. Talking to my wife, and eventually, I was saying, eventually, what I would like to do is, because Hilda has such a cool illustration style, and so does Wolfwalkers, and I'd love to do fan art of those on some of these streams. Going, okay, I just watched a great show, and now I want to draw it. That's what I would like to do eventually, or that's what I will do eventually. I have emotes. I have homework. These emotes aren't going to draw themselves, so I got to do them. All right. That's actually not looking too shabby. I feel like I've gone too bright with these 3 pixels here. It looks like a weird little triangle thingy. So let's try to bring in a little bit more gray. Oops, just one of those. That's better. I mean, it's just teeny tiny subtle in there, but it's good. I don't know, I think in terms of dear Boris here, we're actually not looking too shabby. Not too shabby at all. This window is all of them at actual size. Well, these 3. So this is the resolution it'll appear at, probably on iPads and high-resolution phones, or tablets and phones, high-resolution displays. This is the next one down. That's actually not too shabby. I don't think there's any touch-up I want to do to that. I think it actually held up pretty well in the shrinking. I take that back. Let's brighten up these. I'm on the wrong layer. Wrong layer. Brighten up this tusk a little bit more. That's better. Good, and I think that's all I want to do. No, that's not all I want to do. I want to separate these freckles a little bit. Cool. Take a look at this little fella over here again. Making Christmas cookies. Did you bring Christmas cookies? That'd be awesome. Stop it, Alistair. I actually was enjoying your stream. I just couldn't. I was steering to it. I was actually working on here. I don't have the energy to do. Really, I should have turned off these which one called these point things. Oh my goodness, these viewpoint challenges. I'm not going to do them, but I'm working on some things. Basically, that's going to be the water clutch. Oh dear. Oh dear. And then I've got. It's Tuesday! Tuesday's child. So I was trying to mess around with the sound there. I apologize to everyone. I don't have the energy to do those tonight. So please don't do them. I just forget to turn them off, but it's tough. The sounds weren't coming out as clearly as I would have liked. It's more of a tedious process to get clean and correct than I thought it would be, which is frustrating. And so I was trying to focus on Alistair's stream and getting that at the same time, and I was just like, you know what? I'm out of here. I need a break. But cool, thank you. They're pretty simple. I hope that I wanted to get them done so I can get something up, and eventually I'll get to the point where it's too bright on that task there. Eventually, I want to do some sort of animated thing as well. I don't have the didn't have the brain power, the wherewithal to do it. I think we need to get a little bit darker on top of the tusk over here to define it a little bit more. It's too floaty and open there. I don't like that. Let's see if we can get some gray in the top there. Well, if you want to send a picture of your Christmas cookies with everyone, at least that'd be kind of cool. Feel free to drop them into the Discord if you like. Get these heart highlights up here. I forgot about them. Let's do that. Nice, that's good. I think I'm going to cheat a little bit, make this nose taller than it should be, just so that it stands out a little bit more. Nose cheat, nose cheat, nose cheat. Is it too much of a cheat, or does that look okay? Actually, let's split the difference here. Let's go. That's better on the nose, I think. Although the thing that's tough about it being this small is lost the nostril. Oh, can't even talk. Lost the nostrils completely. I can do that, but they don't even show up, and they look ridiculous. So let's not. Cool. I think that little one's done. I'm going to actually no, I lie. Darken up the outer ear edge a little bit. Where am I now? It looks like it's just chunky. That's good. Alright, I don't think we're going to get too much more detail than that. I think it actually holds up pretty well. I guess the main thing for me is I wanted the hearts to hold up. I'm not sure how successful the hearts are at that size. Hopefully they stand out enough. I think in most cases it's going to be this size shrunk it down a little bit, so it'll look a little bit more like. Man, it's tough to say. Fingers crossed. Oh, we'll submit them like this. I think this little piggy is done. Cool. So we've got our next emote. We're going to submit them like this, and then see how they play out, and then I may have to do some tweaks afterwards. So when the last time I submitted them, it took a while for them to get approved. So if I feel like updating them again afterwards, it'll take a little while to tweak it. Actually, that nose is bugging me. Sorry. Take back what I said. This would be a outline of sorts happening along there as well. That's better. Needed a brighter tongue though. I think that's one of the things that's throwing me off, is that tongue just is not seen. Maybe it doesn't need to be seen. Alright, cool. Done that for now. I'm going to go in and I'll fine-tune the, slice up the pixels to be the size they need to be for submitting. I'll do that afterwards, because that's just you watching me do tedious work, and that's no fun. So we're going to do a save as on that one. Active projects. Email Steve. Working images. The date on that. It came out. Perfect. Awesome. Well, thanks for being there with that being finished off. Oh, wait. I'm sorry, I'm missing all of these comments. The sing-along one, Alistair, I don't have the one for that yet. I was doing some weird stuff, but then it was picking up white noise, or it was crackling, so I don't know. I'll get it figured out eventually. I feel like it'd be great to have a studio to record obnoxious sounds for my Minecraft. What? Cookies are being shared, that's awesome. And I missed McFly's idea. You get the pixels sorted here, you could recreate them on Minecraft. Oh, that would be cool. I wonder how Joel would feel about that. Alright, cool. Alright, let's call it... Not call it. Well, sort of call it. We're going to close this one down. Give me 1 second as I switch back to the iPad. We're going to go back to tinkering as we change our setup here. And I apologize because I'm going to be bumping things around. I'm trying not to hit the microphone. I cannot promise such things. Oops. Alright, so we're going to be back on our rolly eye thing here. Come on, iPad. Cool, alright. There we go, we're back. This is where we left off last time. We were working on Francis here with the eye roll. So one of the things I'm not sure about is if we get, you know, this area of the eye, I'm not sure that that's going to be big enough for the emote to read as an eye roll. So we may actually have to do a trim it. So it's more like this. We may have to just forget. Actually, I'll probably just plan that. I'm just going to forget about the bottom part down there. It's just not going to work out well. So I do want to let's close off. No, yes, close Gillis. Let's take the circle from you. Oh, never mind. I've already done that. Cool. Thank you. Thanks, Alistair. I've got a. Last time I was doing this, I was sort of gesturing like this on my iPad, but nobody could see it because there's no cursor. So I'm using my my phone. Actually, it's impressively synced up this time. It was pretty laggy last time. already taken care of you and you. Don't need you. We're going to take a look at. Really, probably have to make this even almost half the size. It'll be tough because I don't want to clip too much of it. Maybe something like that. We'll plan on that for now. I am going to leave all of this extra down here because when I took that out last time, I had to redraw it back in when I went to Photoshop. So, on the other hand, of course, now that the little window is far behind now. CJ, it's like you knew or something. What a Steven hand? What is this? Yeah, thank you. It is it's funny if I stop for a while, then it's like everything gets back in sync. But then if I do too much too quickly, it starts to lag a lot, which is a drag. All right, enough talking. Let's get back to the drawing. Bring it to the technical pan, and the eraser is also on technical pan, which is fantastic. Oh, and we were going to do the reference. This was the thing I didn't realize at first either. So do a little bit of a picture-in-picture. We're doing a picture-in-picture. But this basically allows me to see the line quality. So I'm not sure if you can tell looking in my drawing, but the line here is bumpy a little bit. It's not always easy to tell when you're looking close up on the pixels here, so it's nice to be able to see the small version to see how the line quality looks like. So this is what, I mean, I'm sure everybody's, when you're watching Joel do it, you're going, why is he changing that line again and again? Because we can see the pixels. We can see them. Am I on the right layer? I am. One of the things I do like about the new iPad, the iPad Pro, is that it can just tap on the side of the pencil. And it changes between eraser and pencil. Eraser and whatever your drawing utility is. It's pretty great. This has a bit of a bump to it here on the outside of it now, so. Much better. It's just annoying, just bumps there. Can't see unless you look at the small one because they keep going, oh, that looks great. Backs away. Nope, it doesn't. Yeah, sorry, the pictureception, exactly. The iPad Pro is pretty great. I'm not gonna lie. My last great toy I bought for myself. I have another toy planned. I want to get. It's not really a toy. It's for streaming. I want to get new headphones, but the ones I want are not in the stock currently, so I have to wait. But there, I want to get some more. I want to get the Arctis 7s. I think I mentioned that before. Oops. I like the fact that they're wireless, but not Bluetooth. I find Bluetooth's been messing with been weird on my computer lately. I don't dig it. The fact that I could do wireless and then not have to worry about. That's better. Do wireless, but not have to worry about Bluetooth. And that would be smashing. I'd say smashing. Oops. Coloring this bad boy is going to be pretty easy as well because he's one of my Big Salty Pond characters. I've already got the entire palette figured out for Big Salty Pond. So these are, right here, these are the colors for Francis. It's pretty much drag and drop, so pretty darn easy. Do those lines look pretty snazzy? Do I need to make them thicker? I don't think that I do. Don't think that I do. Alright. But yeah, I think that eye might be a bit too small. Because if we look at the hearts here on Boris. Yeah, these hearts, when at a reduced size, they didn't hold up as well as I would have liked. And so I might actually need to make them, I may need to make these hearts bigger on the smallest version of the emote. So maybe that's what I'll do, is I'll finish this off so it looks good on the big version, but then as I go to the smaller, slightly smaller version, I'll just exaggerate the eye, and so then in the end, the smallest one is just going to be all eye. That's all it'll be. That's funny. BSP, thank you very much. Yeah, Big Salty Pond is my little webcomic that I do. I actually have one written, and I also do another little webcomic. I don't know if I did it for... No, it's called Sipping Applesauce. It's on the same Patreon channel as well. So I've got a new Sipping Applesauce written and a new Big Salty Pond written. Alright, and cool. Let's just call it there, and we'll get to the coloring, shall we? No? Oh yeah, that's right. Right, because it's closed. I need to do that. And then we need to make the belly white or light. Oops. Good. Light there. That's a mistake because we need the white in there first. Oh, that's Francis. So that came together way quicker than I thought it would. I don't know about that blue in the background. Let's do Big Salty Pond green. Nope. Nobody, nope. Stop it. Alpha locked. Good. Just on the wrong layer. So for this, I may actually have to cheat the colors a little bit for this because I'm finding that this area in here doesn't, because it's a dark blue. Oops. Since it's a dark blue and there's black here, I've been dropping a lot of frames tonight. I wonder what that's about. Awesome. Thanks, CJ. I'm glad you liked it. So basically I've got, because this is so very little contrast between black, dark blue, black, dark blue along here, I may actually lighten this dark blue. I may lighten the dark blue a tiny bit. Just bugs me a bit that it's cheating. Well, not cheating, but it's not the actual colors. But actually, let's make it a tiny bit darker. That's not different at all. That's the wrong layer, that's why. Other. That's too green. Only one. Let's just take that blue and then lighten it a smidge. How about that? That's not crazy drastic, but it's better. At least it's still different from the middle blue. Well, if you promise not to tell, then we're going for it. I mean, it's still not a drastic. It's still not super contrasty, but I feel like it's, yeah, if you look at the small version, it's not a huge change, but it does stand out a lot better, especially when you consider all of those dark colors by going back in. Everything being a little bit lighter, just it works. What can I say? It works. So I'm very grateful that you all stopped by this evening. I enjoy doing this, and it's nice to have folks to chat to with while we do it. Alright, this is one of the things I'm not used to doing, but I've been doing it on all the emotes, is adding a bit of shade to things, so go in and do that here and there. It's actually kind of fun. Because there's not enough, I shouldn't say there's not enough time. I just don't typically do it in Big Salty Pond because I traditionally haven't had enough time, but maybe I'll start just throwing some shade in here and there again. Or not again, but from now on. Let's put the original blue back in for the shade there. That's good. Ooh. Awesome. Thanks, Cosmic. I guess it's getting... I don't know that I want to do a webcam with regular streaming, but I think it's just sort of allowing myself to... As I said, I want you to be able to see what I'm pointing at when I'm pointing at it, but also maybe this is my first step towards webcamming, but I'm still not sure that that's something I want to do. Not to mention the cost associated with the setup. Not sure I'm ready to do that yet. I don't know if his eye is so bulging that he needs a shadow beneath it. It might just make him look tired. I think it just makes him look tired. Funny. No tired fishes. Shade on the fin there. Gotta have some underneath the mouth. Don't know what's going on with your arcade machine. And don't apologize for being quiet at all, because I'm being quiet. So let's all be quiet together. I'm not saying be quiet. I'm just saying we can enjoy the fact that it's okay to be quiet. That might be it. Alright, let's try this again. Oops. Oh. Sure. Photoshop. Oh, Alistair, I totally missed your comment. You've narrowed down your crashes to Bluetooth, but only happens when streaming. Oh, interesting. And I don't know what it is, but I just find that I'd rather not do Bluetooth if I can avoid it. Chill vibes. I like that emote. That's awesome. Alright, so we're gonna flip back to Photoshop here again. Just one sec. Flipping back. Hold on. I'm gonna be less careful on purpose this time, just so I might bump things by accident, but I just want to get it done quicker than last time. Oh, we're still mirror. Oh, that's why I'm dropping frames. Because I'm mirroring a window, which is less efficient. We don't actually need to mirror anymore. Mirroring. Stop. Yeah. Oh, right. Okay, I think we're back to the regular screen. Nope. We wanted not that one. We want downloads. Digital 3. Yes. Oh wait, there's digital 1. Alright, whatever. Update. Hooray. Oh, this is where it'll get annoying because I have to, This is one of the things I don't... Because I rarely have two windows on the go. I should see if I can create some sort of a shortcut that will automatically pop everything into place. Okay. Vertical. Alright, so we got this layer, new group. They're actually the 5. Okay, emotes. I'm gonna take a moment to set up my grid system here again. Oh, come on. And you are going to be 224 by 224. Frosted cookies. Nice. Alright, so let's check out these. See if this will actually fit in the allotted space. Ooh, just barely that way. Just barely left to right. And oh my gosh, that's some good estimating. Yep, not too shabby. Alright, cool. Really, I think that circle sort of needs to be... This is where it's a little bit annoying. Maybe I'll make that... Let's grab the circle from Boris over here. Where did it go? Oh no, that's the previous one. We need to open Boris back up. Sounds morbid. But we're going to do it anyway. This circle here, actually. Might be better. It might be a better size. Oops. Okay, Steven, the end of your BSP talked about shark teeth, and you weren't wrong that small shark teeth for whales and bass. Yes, that would be the baleen on the whales. You were right. But it was just in terms of the great white shark specifically, because a lot of sites were saying the great white sharks have 3,000 teeth in their mouth at any given point. And it took me a while to nail down the facts on that one. I was like, no, it couldn't be. Could it? No. And back and forth, and finally I realized, I found a photo of a mold that were taken from a teeth skeleton, and basically I didn't count every single one of them, but started counting them out to kind of figure out what was possible and what wasn't. Oops, I got the wrong one. There we go. That kind of works out well. I'll make the circle like this. Of course, the downside of the circle being there is that I'm going to trim this part of the tail off, which isn't the end of the world, but at least I'll still be able to have the two tendrils come out, so that'll be good. I don't think I need to nudge it. I might need to cheat it a tiny bit because the fact that it shows up here in a tiny corner here is super annoying. The Brita filter. No, great whites have upwards of 300 at any given time. I think going forward, I mean, it's been great tracking down all these facts and everything like that, but I'm actually going to post links to the facts in the Patreon posts going forward. Alright, let's do this. You get a layer mask, and you get a layer mask. You get selected and then first. You're totally the wrong color. And 50%. Come on, Steven. You can do this. Enough of this Photoshop amateur hour. Get to it, man. Get to it. No, that's a mistake. We don't want that to go away. Right, undo. Invert. Yeah, we just want to get rid of this part of it. Whoa, what's going on there? That's a mistake. Missed a bit there. And missed a bit there. Unacceptable, Mr. ESC. There you have it. That came together pretty darn quickly. I think I need that to be lighter though. Again, just a contrast thing. It's the right color for sorry, it's the right color if I want to stay true to Big Salty Pond, but it's just that's pretty good. I want it to be different enough from... Oh, that's even better. I want it to be different enough from the blue, but I want it to be light enough that it provides that contrast. That's pretty snazzy, I gotta say. Pretty snazzy. Alright. Now we go back to here, and we go down to... And then the more emotes I do, the more this is going to become second nature. 1, 2. But again, what I think I'm going to do is actually set it up using artboards next time. And then if you're not familiar with artboards in Photoshop, I'll just show you quickly. It's super handy. Super duper. Artboards. Yes, please. Artboards are fantastic because they allow you to do multiple graphics. So if you knew that you had to do 6 web headers that were all the same, it's funny, I didn't even check to see if anybody cared. I'm just like, quick Photoshop lesson, everyone. You just do a bunch of artboards, and they sort of get treated. I'm not going to clean up the layers palette right now, except to show you that they all appear as layer groups over here. And then if I do a thing in artboard 1, where I go, all right, let's do this amazing painting. And you go, oh, that's great. We need that element in all of them. You can just drag it from artboard to artboard, holding down the option key, and it'll place it exactly the same spot over and over again, which is fantastic. If you figure out logo placement on one, or if you know a photo is going to be the same spot on all of them, figure it out in one spot and then option drag it to all of the other ones. And the nice thing about this as well is when you're done, you can just select all the artboards and export as, and it'll actually export them all for you right away, which is cool. So then if I did that, and all of the artboards can be different sizes as well. So instead of having these guides here, if I had artboards that were 224, 112, 56, and 56 and 28, then it would actually allow me to export them right away as opposed to having to snip them up after the fact. Am I going to raid anyone after the stream? I don't know. I'm not sure if anyone is streaming right now that I know of. I should raid. I don't do that very often. So, oh, we had a question in here. The Marvel vs. Capcom arcade just got re-released on pre-order for March. March shipping. Is it, you're going to buy that one as well? When did the artboard feature get added? Actually, it probably it got added in... It's been a while, actually. I don't want to say that I resisted using it, but I was just sort of unaware of it until a student came in one time, or I saw the feature added, but I didn't have a use for it right away. I went, oh, well, maybe another time I'll check it out. And then one of the design students we had one time, they started doing stuff at artboards, and I went, do you actually find that useful? And they went, oh, yes. And of course I had to go, well, I guess we need to try it now, and there's no turning back. Love it. 1, 2, 3, no, 2. So dang handy. So now that I'm down to one job, one of the things I plan on doing eventually is doing Skillshare classes. Teaching Skillshare classes. Not that I am expert level, but I do use all this stuff for a living. And I know how to do a lot of shortcut related stuff with paragraph styles and graphic styles, and help Joel out with Piper's book in terms of showing him how to use InDesign and just, you know, different shortcuts and things you can do to avoid frustration. So I was thinking, man, I should try to put that up on Skillshare. So I'm gonna 5K emotes 2, 2, 4. Oh, the nice thing about it as well. Sorry, just one sec. Artboards. Again, so if you do new artboard here, the nice thing about it is you've got artboard 1 and artboard 2. But if you change the name of the folders over here and say emote underscore 5K 224, and that changes the name of the artboard. And so when you go to export it, it takes the names of the artboards as the actual file name, which is fantastic. And then also you can actually export it for different screen resolutions right from Photoshop. So if you wanted to do everything at 100% resolution, you're good. But if you say I want it at half that resolution, then it'll add the... I'm getting way off topic here from my stream, but this is all really, really useful stuff that you'll come back to someday. Maybe we'll just do a Photoshop Q&A one time. Yeah, and maybe that's what I'll do one time, is actually say, okay, if anyone wants, I'll just do it. I hear you. There's actually been some stuff that I had to teach when I was at the community college that I knew, but not as well as I would have liked. So I basically had to force myself to learn all of the details, all the terminology, all the little tweaks and stuff to be able to teach it properly. It's just stuff that you do but don't have to think about. You don't have to worry about it too much. But as soon as you have to teach it to someone else, you better make sure you know it. Alright, 1, 2, oops, 2, 3. Oh, did I accidentally? I did accidentally. Delete. You're gonna be 112. And you're gonna be 6. 6. And you gonna be 28. So I guess the downside of drawing in Procreate and then coming to Photoshop is that when you open the Photoshop file, or when you open the Procreate generated Photoshop file, it's not set up in artboards. Then I would have to then take everything, cut it, put it into artboards. It would be multiple steps. Whereas this is just feels easier to do it. Alright, scale it down, scale it down. Is it 9:20 already? Holy smokes. I guess that's good in a sense, because it feels to me like I haven't... And I can't speak for anyone else, but it feels like time's been passing well. Meaning I'm enjoying myself. Hopefully y'all ain't bored out of your skulls. Alright, let's just focus on these smaller. Make sure we don't have any pixels hanging over the edge like they're not supposed to be. Cool. Alright. Rusty. Holy CJ, you're hurting my brain there. That's what I was paused on for a second. I was trying to figure out what... CJ's telling my son, what are you trying to say, man? What are you trying to say? Alright, 25. Oh, weird, there's some leftover pixels down on the bottom of this. Oh, I guess I can see it there as well. Well, that's a pretty good emote though at half size. I find that the half size ones actually always, so far, have always looked pretty good. I'm not disappointed with the way they look. It's just as soon as they go down to the, as soon as they go down to the smallest size. Oh, it's really dirty down there. There's extra stuff. That's not cool. I guess as I'm doing this as well, in all fairness, the images are shrinking in size, but so are the masks. The masks may not have been as precise as I should have been with masks. There you go. Where are you on, man? Oh, interesting. I thought I had deleted that. Must have hit undo a couple of times and brought it back. Alright, so that's cool. Now let's go here. That's not right. That's sometimes it helps if you can't figure out what area you've missed. On a Mac, if you option click on the mask, it'll show just what you've painted on the mask. Same with, I believe it's Alt clicking on the layer mask will do it. Means there's a little bit of untidiness over here. Oops. That's the wrong one. Is the big one? The big ones. Cool. Alright, looks good. Actually, that means we need to totally lost where it was. Where am I? There you go. So then there should be. I need to do the same thing here. I haven't shrunk that one down yet. I forgot. Alright, there we go. So now we need to take this little guy over. Shrink you down to nothing. 12.5. Yeesh. Whose idea was that? Yeah, we're definitely going to have to fudge this a little bit to get to the eye, to get the eye going up. Oh, I thought I cleaned up everything down there. The pixels are messy down there again. Not digging that. Background on the back end. Oh. Wait. Huh. I must not. I didn't realize I must have accidentally copied that into all of them. I wonder if I cleaned the wrong ones last time. Hopefully one last cleanup and then we'll be good. that circle there. Yeah. We're gonna have to cheat a little bit and trim off these lines here. I mean, in the end, I guess if I make the square to be 28 by 28, it should be fine. But we're gonna have to exaggerate this eye and make it huge. I love when there's all of this music chat going on. I'm like, what are they going on about? And then like Firepit just goes, oh right, like it's the most obvious thing, and I was like, well, I'm glad one of us is getting it. Alright, so that is at 100% over here. Just focus on that so we can make. We are going to make the eye bigger. I'll try to make this bigger as well. It's actually not bad. Oh, I thought it was going to be harder to make that go up the way I wanted it to. Interesting, I like having the shading show up in the larger ones, but really it's not. Not really necessary in the smaller one. It just eventually just ends up clouding the colors. Like I could almost get rid of that entirely just to clean it up a little bit. But with the brightest colors only, almost. All right. Oh, wrong color. Just kind of go in here and lighten up these a little bit so that's not so contrasted color, or not so, the color's not so hidden. That's cheating a bit. Pick it anyway. There we go. All right. So again, I think this is coming along pretty good. I think the eye roll, chances are it will be this and shrunken down, so you'll be able to see the eye roll well. But at least we've sort of exaggerated it nicely. Brush. Hello? Cool. We've lost this tendril. The interior of this, I'm not even sure if it's called a tendril. I should know that. I've drawn this little dude multiple times. I should know whether it's called a tendril or not. there. That actually worked better than I thought it would. Neat. I don't know, that almost feels like it's, what do y'all think? That looks pretty good. Oop. Oh, I missed that. Oh, so this is why I only play the music that I've heard before. You don't have to work out the timing. Cool. I'm just catching up on the comments. I have nothing to add to it because it's music speak that I know nothing about. I still find it fascinating. So I will just go, right on. Oh, very good, very good. And pretend I know what I'm talking about. Let's put that way normally. That would be lighter if it didn't have the shade in it. Oh, that's much better. Let's bring you actually like that. That's probably pretty accurate. Again, I do go quiet every once in a while. Like I said, I am just focusing is all. And once again, just in case anyone in the chat, or not in the chat, but who's watching is curious about what else I do, I also do Minecraft Tuesdays and Fridays. And if you want, you can give a follow, and I will see you Tuesday. I'm not doing this. I guess that's it. Not doing this Friday because that would be Christmas Day. But I'm going to do a quote-unquote Christmas special on Tuesday where I decorate my giant tree. I mean, that'll be fun. Recommendation of my sons, actually. They thought it'd be cool to dress up the old spruce. So that's what we're going to do. Firepith is lurking like a champ. Mind you, I don't know what a champion lurker looks like. If you're curious, that's what Firepith is. No. I have no idea what would have triggered Siri at that point, but I think I'm just kind of finessing stuff because I mean this is pretty darn snazzy. Or I feel like I'm over finessing stuff, I guess I should say. Eraser, but let's make the eraser should be eraser tool, pencil, tiny detail. I feel like these extra stuff kicking around in here is unnecessary. Oh wait, no, I'm actually on the mask layer. Okay. Do you play the trumpet, Alistair? I didn't know that. That's cool. I always wanted to play the drums as well because my father played the drums in the marching band, and I thought it'd be so cool to do what he had done. But when I went and did the test to find out what I'm supposed to play in band at school, it was not the drums. I couldn't keep the rhythm the way they wanted me to, which was a bit of a drag. I'm not sure. I'm still not sure exactly what they wanted from me. That's interesting. I guess I assumed these are all solid pixels. Hmm. If that'll be bad. I mean, it still shows up well at the small size. That's good. I'm feeling like I should go in and darken up the edges a bit more now that I see what it actually looks like. I think if I do this beefening up, it's just going to look ridiculous. I'm going to just do this quickly and... Yeah, it looks too blocky now. I like the transparency. I'll leave that because then it'll blend into whatever the background color is at any given point. Just for example, I guess, let's flip it. If we fill the black background with black. Well, that's interesting. Maybe instead of putting black all the way around, I should do white. Let's try this. New layer. This keeps throwing me off. The new layer button, for those of you who are used to Photoshop, is no longer a page icon. It's a square with a plus symbol inside. Every time I see it, I'm like, what? What do you mean? I'm just reading through the comments again. Also, your brother had to be a poster child for an instrument which he did not choose, and very likely did not enjoy. That's great. Yeah, this is a little bit weird with the white around. Well, I'm not sure of the immediate solution for this. What if we just put that down here instead? Alright. Alright, that's actually better. That gives a bit more.
And a writer and looking for somebody who brings everything to the table.
There's that little white spot there.
You know, who brings the heart, who brings their vision, and particularly who bring their brain to the table. So that they're aware of what they're doing and they're making conscious choices.
Alright, we're going to go with this and then we'll submit it to see what it looks like. No, I don't like that on the side there. Sticking out like a sore thumb. There we go.
I don't have a lot of patience for people who feel like they're downloading from the cosmos. You know, just like, that's how it came out. You know, okay, great. Now let's make it better. But, you know, just writing from a place of...
Alright, I think that's done as well. So we've just finished off the 5K emote. Again, it will, you may have to be tweaked slightly once it's, once we get it approved and uploaded. Nice. Well, it's 10:45. I'm not even... I'm not even sure what to work on right now. I had these two things planned. That's good. Let's save this. This is the... okay, emote. Nice. Get that done. Not save. I guess that's all the emotes that are to be done. No, wait, there's the 1K, 5K, and 10K. The 10K, I feel like that's... Actually, let's work on the stare emote. Let's go back to Procreate. Let's do that. Hang on 1 second. We'll spend the last 15 minutes starting on the stare emote. Actually, no, let's go to Adobe Illustrator because I can start very quickly with Adobe Illustrator and do nice asymmetrics, which we will henceforth call nice symmetrics. Because I've got an action oh, actually, I don't have the action I created. It's been deleted somehow. No, wait. Hang on, folks. We're gonna go on a trip through my hard drive. Adobe Illustrator 2018. Default. We want libraries. Oh, what happened to my actions? There was a set. Maybe I deleted them. Well, let's try this. Oh, actually, Adobe.
I don't know what y'all think, but I think that's pretty.
Preference. Oh, never mind. Okay. I had actions, and they were specifically for isometrics. We'll do it anyway. Actually, I could just borrow from what I've already got over here, working for my working file for all my icons and stuffs. That's muscle, but I like it. Alright, so let's go to you. I think you are probably... which one are you? Are you the right one? Wait, 72. No, you're fake. Fake. Fake? And the reason why I'm saying that they're fake is because if you do proper isometrics, there's no way that this shape would be 40 pixels by 60 pixels. I just nudged it so that when you had, where is it? Pixel preview, things would snap properly to pixel widths. Not in this case. But one of these, the right one. Is it you? No. Yeesh. Oh, who's leaving? Sorry. Alright, CJ, have yourself a great night. I really appreciate you popping in, and always fascinating to hear about all the music stuff you're doing, and I'm not just saying that. I actually, a lot of it's over my head, but I thoroughly enjoy hearing about it. If you're still there, have yourself a wonderful night, and hopefully we'll see you Tuesday. Take care. Alright, well I guess we're just gonna have to build this from scratch again. No big deal. There's 2 picas. Okay, we're gonna do one pica at 60 degrees. No, 1 pica at 30 degrees. Over to 120. 120. Fantastic. The stairs gonna be like that. And like Yoink is a cool app, but I find it gets in the way sometimes. The utility that I use to actually transfer files around on my desktop. 100. Anybody has any questions about Adobe Illustrator, feel free to ask. I used to teach this as well, and it is my favorite program. I am more than happy to yak on about it. Was it ad nauseum or at nauseum? I forget. Either way, I'm more than happy to talk about this way too much. Seriously, if you ever want to give Adobe Illustrator a go again and call me up, we will waste hours of an afternoon together going over it if you want. Love it. Oops. Oh, interesting that you used Keynote. Interesting. Vector graphics are among my favorite things because, you know, you make it one size and they're resolution independent. They're always crisp, no matter what size you look at them at. That's not my usual way to do that, but all right. Use that for graphics when you start your program? What program? I feel like I'm missing something. No. You created the intro to Sonic 3 in Keynote? That's cool. You need that. No, I just need to flip you. Oh, I'm having a brain failure. Reflect. And rotate. Ah, that's why. The line in there somewhere. Oh, did you just find out you got into an interior decorating program, Anna Marie? Or is there an inside joke going on that I'm not seeing? That would be the first time, and it won't be the last time. Alright, there's our... We need to get... Go grab one of our remotes here. And get the line thickness and size right. Twitch. Emote. Oh, there it is. Okay, tier 1 emote. I do have that one done. Ah, cool. Alright, I thought I had gotten rid of it. Nice. Okay, so that is... in pixels... 112 by 112. Okay. Got it last week. That's awesome! And of the dev, and of the student, and of the employed, and of the rolling in the monies. 112. Probably too big because we need it to fit in the circle like the other ones. Or wait, what did we have? We should just take a screenshot of this and bring it over. That did not go according to plan. Alright, you just stay where you are and disappear. You're gone. And sometimes I find it funny that screenshots, or Apple allows you to, oh my gosh, drag screenshots from one application to another, and then as soon as you get there, it goes, yeah, I changed my mind. Yeah, no thanks. Alright, so these lines need to be thicker, obviously. Probably the equivalent of 4 points. You just realized my logo is stairs. It is an optical illusion stairs. It is the, So where is, okay, this is the official logo one. No, where did it go? Yeah, this is my official logo one here. So it's an optical illusion of stairs. It goes this way. But if you flip it around, it's the same thing. Well, the gradient changes, but it's the same shape. And it also is a bit of a stylized S, which I like. Alright. So you can get rid of the inside color. I think that's 4 pixels wide. 4 pixels wide might be too much compared to the other ones. However, I'm going to make this geometric. I've come to discover that if I want it to show up properly, The narrowest I can go basically is, or the narrowest that I should go is 4 pixels, because then at half size it'll be 2, at quarter size those vertical lines will have 1, which is awesome. I have to make sure that I place it in the right spot. Oh, this is a weird width. So this is where it gets iffy. 96. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. That should work, actually. Don't know why it's not. I'll have to play around with it a bit to find out for sure, because I want, in the final version of this, in order to be pixel perfect, you can't have like these look fine, but then, and these look fine here, but when you get to the ones on this side, having the pixels messed up like that is not acceptable, no good. I'll have to change that around. Oh, Stegosaurus, no worries. Oh my goodness, don't apologize if it's your mom's birthday. That's the priority. Priorities, the mom. That's all good. Appreciate you stopping in though. Actually had a pretty decent stream, all things considered, in terms of, oops. Doing RGB. Actually, since you just showed up, I'll show you. We finished off, this emote this time. This is the 5K emote. The giant eye roll. And then we finished off on this one as well. We've got the teeny tiny pixel version right here. This is the full size version. So I'm going to snip these up either today after the stream or probably tomorrow. And now that I say it out loud, probably tomorrow, because I'm still feeling the effects of the headache. So. How was your the celebration? Did you have a good time with your mother? Did she enjoy her birthday party? So wait a second. 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 divided by 4, 24. So that should be fine. I don't know why that's being weird. Middle. I think that just might be Illustrator's rendering. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so it was right. I had the math right. So you can see that this being 4 pixels wide is good, because it all snaps right to a pixel line, which is fantastic. And this one, oops, and I can scale it down. We'll do strokes and effects down to 50%. In theory, oops. Yep, so we've got nice line quality here. All the way around is good. A nice small celebration, but it's fun nonetheless. Yeah, I think most celebrations are going to be small this time for this year. It's just COVID says what COVID says goes, unfortunately. But I think it's all for the better in the long run, so it'll be good. Once we get past all these COVID-19 shenanigans, it'll be fine. Stroke should be 2 on the nose, which it is. And we scale this down to 50% again. That should be fine. Are you not fine? You're not the right width. You are, but you're not the right spot. That's what it is. Alright, I have to nudge it over by half a pixel. And yeah, cool. That's the start of the stare emoji. And then we get a circle in there. And the circle, I believe, was... Yeah, this will be a little bit different in the sense that we make it... But I'm sure that we'll be able to treat the stairs the same way. We'll figure it out. Either way, I'm glad you had a good time with your mother and had a fun time. I do apologize. That means that the stream is coming to an end and you didn't get to see the whole thing. But don't feel bad about it because spending time with your family is importante. All right. Yeah, it's funny. It's always weird ending a drawing stream because I usually flip my camera around in Minecraft and go hi and bye, but oops. Either way, I don't have that, and I don't have a webcam set up so you can see me. So I'll just show this off. Oh, I was trying to figure out whether I wanted to add. Not sure if anyone cares, but this is the stuff that goes through my brain for little things that barely anybody will see. But the cheer points, and do I want to stroke around it? Do I want to stroke around any of these little shapes? Or a slightly inside shadow all the way around as well to make it look slightly 3D? Or do we just go simple with the gradient? In the end, we ended up going simple with the gradient. And I like the idea of doing something like this. But it felt weird to do that with the viewpoints and then have the... especially when they're right next to these. I feel like having indent shadows here was weird if these were meant to look gem-like and didn't have any shadows in them. So either way. Alright, well, I do appreciate all of you who came along. Thanks for hanging out with me with my headache and on this nice relaxing stream. Always appreciate having you all along. And this evening we did finish off the remainder of actually that's one of the things I need to do. I need to break out the give me 1 second here. Let's see if we can just go in and do we have the time, I guess was the question. Which emotes, working images. Where does it go? Those are already done. We just need to now bring over the you and close you. Save. So we want to open the 1K emote because we actually did a bit of work in terms of tier 1. We figured out the circle size for tier 1. Alright. No worries, Cosmic. Exhaustion, I 100% understand being after 2 o'clock in the morning there. I always appreciate you being here. Don't ever feel obligated to be here this late. Yeah. You're awesome, Cosmic. Have yourself a wonderful night, and we'll be seeing you on someone's stream this week. Chatting or lurking. One of the two. Have a great night, Cosmic. Original drawing. Ellipse goes underneath. I need to make that white. That's what's throwing me off. Okay. Well. Oh wait, I need the coloring as well. I don't know why I didn't grab that. Ellipse copy. Yeah, Cosmic has been a trooper and watched at least 3 streams back to back with some crossover. That's true. Joel's, yours, and then came in here. So that's. In case it's not obvious, all of you watchers right now, Cosmic is awesome. And if you haven't actually dropped Cosmic a follow yet, go do that because she's going to start streaming in in the new year. I'm not sure if it's going to be January in the new year or soon after that, but it is going to be in 2021, and she's getting set up with graphics and everything. Mr. Alistair McFly is helping her out, so if you haven't followed her yet, go do so. You'll get a different view from the Citadel. I know I haven't done that yet. I'm an awful person. I need to write something. I've got something written for you, Joel, and others. Quick shout out to Cosmic. There you go. Awesome. Recently streaming, no game. She's been playing. Don't let that fool you. She's been playing already. Alright, I'm not going to do this right now. I have some figuring out to do in order to get it to be correct all the way across the board. Alright, so either way, we've now got Gillis, the large one of Gillis done, and I just need to add that ellipse to these ones down here. And I've got the final version of Boris done, and I've got the final version of, I must have closed it already, of Mr. I Roll Francis up there. So things are coming along. I just wanted to thank you all very, very much. Oh, you did a brief tour of Somerville this evening. Cool. Very nice. I'm excited to see what she does. I think it's going to be very cool. Alright, I'm having a brain failure here. I forget what I was about to do. Oh yeah, I'm not going to upload it immediately. I need to actually, because it's all part of this larger Photoshop file, I need to split it up. Yeah, so I need to basically take these and then cut them out into their own individual layers now, and then upload them after that. So I am going to do it. I just not on stream because it's just a lot of technical stuff, and I feel like I'm headachy enough that I'll probably just go through and continuously mess things up on stream. I feel like that's not the kind of thing I want to do right now. Either way, once again, thank you all very, very much for joining in. I'm going to be signing off very shortly. Yeah. I guess as I say usually, if YouTube is your thing, I'm over there at StephenESC as well, and this video will be up there along with everything else I've done to date. I'm on Twitter at StephenESC as well, and if Discord is your thing and you'd like to be kept up to date on, let me just do this. We've got VOD. Cool. And then we've got Twitter. Yay! And then also we've got Discord. So, as I was saying, if Discord is your thing, you click on that link and you get stay up to date on announcements and schedule changes. Have a great night, Anna Marie. Thank you very much for popping by. And then there's also, we had it a little bit earlier, BSP with Big Salty Pond. So it's a webcomic that I do. And if you go to patreon.com/StephenESC, you can read all about it, as well as Sipping Applesauce, another webcomic I do. Have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful night. And yeah, I'll be back on Tuesday at 7:30. Take care, everyone. Bye.